Come on, bud. Come on. Come here. Come here. Hey. Come here. Come on. He's got his stick. He says, the hell with you. She's over here. She's ready to go because it's cold, windy. He refuses. So here we stay.
Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go! Go!
Puck drop. And 3, 2, 1,
Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go! Go!
All right. So we got the Blackhawks tonight. Bobrovsky's in net, and we have no lines. Now, Brunette has said, look, Achari's out. He's injured. Brunette has said, basically, we're going to do a lot of mixing and matching and experimenting until the rest, until the end of the season to see how guys fit together and everything. On one hand, I really have no problem with that. On the other hand, I kind of get a giggle about Ryan Lomberg with Claude Giroux. I'm just wondering, like, in the back of Giroux's mind, when he was like, send me to Florida to play with Barkov, if it ever crossed his mind that after 3 games, coach would be like, all right, sucker, get back down to the second line and play with Ryan Lomberg. Whatever. The dude needs a goal tonight, all right? He needs to get off the schneid. Enough is enough. You're at home. This is your second game at home. Let's put the puck in the net so people will shut up worrying about, if we're going to score or not. All right, real quick here. Tonight was the second night. I didn't have the live streams. Been having these migraines. I'm not in too bad a shape now. But what happens is if I do the live stream and I got the migraine, by the end of it, I'm completely nauseous, and then I'm not happy with the quality of the recap. So what I'm going to do is I still want to do the live streams, but most likely, unless you hear differently, most likely this weekend I won't. The 2 back-to-back games, because I'm still doing the recaps. I'm still doing the reviews with Stu. We had a warm beginning to spring. Everything is blooming, so the pollen is just driving my allergies just batshit crazy. I take everything I possibly can take. I do everything I can do. I've got the glasses that block out the blue light. I've got everything on dark mode. But just when this migraine gets kicked off in spring, it'll take me a week or 2 to kick it. So it's slowly getting better. So I apologize for not having the streams out. And no worries for the playoffs. I'll be good to go by then. All right. 7-3 Panthers. How do you like that? A touchdown and a field goal. All right? Let's get to. All right, so it's 1-0 Panthers after 1. It almost should have kind of been 2-0, but not really. I mean, Barkov gets one off of his skate. He turned his skate. I don't really think he kicked it. It's more like his skate was moving in the net in that direction, because that's the direction he was moving in, but they waved off the goal. Either way, I think he had an argument there. Surprised it got turned around, but whatever. He comes back and makes an absolute, 3 dekes, 4 dekes to get this kid, Dalia, whatever the hell his last name of this goalie is. No disrespect, I'm bad with names. Gets him to finally open up the 5-hole there, and it's 1-0. And in case you didn't recognize him, that was Henrik Borgstrom on Barkov's back when he scored. So hopefully Borgstrom becomes the player that, at least half of the player we thought that he was going to be. Good guy, just never worked out for him here. All right, the rest of the way, the defensive pairs. Uyghur is with Forsling. And they look good. And I don't know if... It's almost like somebody had the idea that Uyghur should have been with Forsling for a while now. Somebody named Stu. The name Stu just rings a bell, like he's been talking about, like how they should have been together. And look, it's nothing bad against Shutout, who is with Gudis tonight, but Uyghur and Forsling played together last year when Ekblad went out. It should have been a no-brainer to put those two together at the beginning here. And then, of course, Montour gets the shit end of the deal, and he's got Haig, which, because Lucas Carlson, I don't know. He must have, Lucas Carlson must have got caught sleeping with the coach's wife or something, because there's no reason for the kid not to be out on the ice. So, it's 1-0. We're pretty much dominating. I expect one of those 5-goal second periods. Put this team out of reach. Don't do what we did the last game, Panthers. All right? Get 2, then 3, then 4. If I just keep going, all right? Do not take your foot off the gas. All right, so it's 3-0 Panthers after 2. We'll take it. I was hoping for 5 or 6, but 3 will do. Lombardo, Ryan Lomberg. Ryan Lomberg has 4 goals since we acquired Claude Giroux. So there's that. So he prefers Lombardo, like Huberto, right? I wanted to call him Flying Ryan, but that hasn't picked up any steam. So so he gets a goal. Forsling gets a goal. I can see his smile. Stu is at the game tonight, and I can see him smiling from here. I'm just going to let him talk about that tomorrow. You'll never see that combination with on the Lomberg goal. Lomberg from Thornton and Gudis. Oh, that's a trifecta. So it's 3-0 Bobrovsky. I don't want to say too much. In fact, I'm not going to say anything. The only thing I'm going to say is the guys in the broadcast are really praising him a lot. Shut up. It's 3-0. Let's finish this off. All right. 2 big points. We've got a number of things here. First of all, 1, 2, 3, 4. Bobrovsky with a freaking shutout. Jonathan Huberto breaks the all-time record for assists by a left winger. What else? The only thing missing is a Claude Giroux goal. I swear. This poor guy. Look, he's going to be fine. We didn't bring him here to score a million goals. He's going to be fine. He's clearly pressing a little bit. But believe me, when he scores 1, he's going to be like Lomberg. He's going to be scoring 2 a night practically, okay? Ryan Lomberg, let's just start there. Well, I'll get to Bob in a second, don't worry. But Ryan Lomberg starting to remind me a little bit, and this might be a stretch, but the hell with it. When Vinny Trocheck, before he hurt his ankle, and before he had the attitude because he wasn't the captain, that guy reminded me of Ryan Lomberg right now, or Ryan Lomberg. You know what I'm trying to say. All right, Bobrovsky. That's how you do it. Now, why is Bob playing this well? Why is Bobrovsky playing this well? Anybody? Somebody knows the answer. Come on. Yep, right? That's right. Because Spencer Knight's playing well. That is why Bobrovsky needs somebody behind him to push him. That's just the way of it. We've proven that multiple times now. You get somebody behind Bobrovsky to push him, he says, no ski. I'm the goalie ski. And that's the kind of play you're going to get from him. So, perfect. Beautiful. I love it. He was ridiculous tonight. Absolutely stone cold ridiculous. And, I mean, it's not a bit of a stretch. Goldie said during the broadcast, if we get goaltending like that, I don't think anybody can beat us. Well, if they're not scoring any goals, I mean, seriously, he was absolutely on fire. And this poor kid, I'm going to butcher his name again for the Blackhawks, Delia. Like they said, you're rarely going to see a goaltender played out well and still get 4 against them. The kid had a good game. We've got a good team. And normally during the first intermission, I come in and I record the thing. But I normally do it like as soon as the period is over, I come in and I record. But I had my dinner a little bit late, so I kind of watched a little bit of the first intermission and then came in and recorded. And Barkov said 2 things. He said 2 things. Number 1, he said defensively we're playing better than we have these last few games. Okay? Forsling, Uyghur, that's number 1. Number 2, He said when Katie asked him about guys getting chemistry on lines together, and Barkov was like, the players on this team are so good, we just put together whoever. We don't need to worry about chemistry. Everybody's so good. We just go out there and play well and have fun. That was basically what he said. So the whole thing with chemistry, on the defensive pairs, it does matter somewhat. But I think, I was thinking about this during the second period. You know, what Brunette is doing now with just mixing and matching and throwing everybody out there on possible lines. It's a luxury we have because we have a 6 and a 7 and a 9-point lead in the division. So it's a luxury to be able to do that. And it's still working. So it's not like it's costing us. But come playoff time, it's going to pay off dividends. When everybody has played with everybody, it's going to work out. Now, we had the one power play. Well, we had the one power play to turn into the 5-on-3, right? And Barkov scored. Claude Giroux. I'll give him a minute here, okay? He's fine, okay? He's passing too much. That's the only complaint I have about Giroux right now. But if you noticed, he had that shot. It was on the breakaway. I believe it was a shorthanded. They had the breakaway, and he came down the ice, and he tries to use Barkov as a decoy, and then Giroux takes the shot, and it goes right into the goalie's stomach, and he gets the rebound off to the side, and you could see the frustration. He just slammed that puck down, you know, across into the boards and around out the other end. Okay? You can see the frustration. He'll be fine. All right? This is not a guy that's played 8 games in the NHL. It's been a big change for him. He's feeling the pressure of, you know, this point in his career. This could easily be his best and last chance of winning a cup. Okay? He'll be fine. Once he gets that first goal, he needs a dirty goal. All right? He needs a deflection off of his ass like Yager or something like that. Once that happens, you're going to see a totally different player. So I don't want to see anybody worried about Giroux, all right? Especially my brother. My brother, I love you, but stop texting me about Giroux. He's going to be fine, okay? Now, enough on that. What the hell else do we see? Weegar and Forsling are the pair. Now, when Ekblad comes back, I suppose the coaches are going to put Ekblad back with Weegar. I suppose that's going to be the move. But you could see it. It wasn't even close. All right? Weegar really only made one mistake all night, and that was in the offensive zone. They whatever it is, the chemistry between those two players, absolutely. To be honest with you, Weegar Forsling, I like better than Weegar Ekblad because Weegar plays better with Forsling than he does with Ekblad. Problem is, who do you put with Ekblad? Because Shutout's not exactly been lighting it up. Huh? So, you know, 6 of one, half dozen of another. It was better tonight for certain. Even Hague was better tonight. Okay? Just putting those two up top together, Forsling with Weegar, settled everybody else down. Gudis, did you see the hip check? Holy crap. He completely flipped the guy. I was worried about that. I mean, that dude he didn't hit his head, but he's going to have a lump on his back. All right? He's going to go home, and his wife just better give up the heating pad. You know what I'm saying? He needs an ice pack and a heating pad and a cigar. Give that guy the night off. He got nailed by Gudis. But see, Gudis played his game tonight. Okay? So I don't want to see anything other than Weegar and Forsling the rest of the season. When Ekblad comes out, we can all duke it out in the comment section and figure out what the hell we're going to do from there. Because if you even wanted to keep Weegar with Forsling, who are you going to put with Ekblad? You know, I mean, if you put Ekblad with Montour, then your bottom pair is Gudis and Shutout, and that's no. You can't do that, right? That's not going to... Well, I mean, I guess that's what we did tonight. So I don't know. I guess it could happen. The defense looked better. Offensively, Joe Thornton looked halfway decent out there. He didn't quite have the giddy-up that he had the first night back. So you can see that's a thing. Last thing here real quick, and then I'll let you guys go. I really would have liked to see... I know Mammon. I know people like Mammon. He looks good on skates. I still hope that when the playoff roster gets expanded, that we see a Heponiemi make the playoff roster, because our depth guys, Achari, Thornton, Mammon, Hornquist. Okay, those are basically the first 4 guys out of the lineup, right? They've all been hurt off and on and off and on and off and on and off and on. Okay, so I would like to see a younger kid at least have a spot, have a roster spot on the off chance that we end up with 2 or 3 guys, you know, of those backup caliber guys hurt at the same time in the playoffs. Just my opinion. That's what I'd like to see. So, other than that, I'm sure there's stuff I'm missing. Stu was at the game, so he's going to have a good perspective for you guys in the morning. We'll be back tomorrow about noon with that. Now, what's tomorrow? Friday. The games are Saturday and Sunday afternoon. Like I said, most likely no live streams. I definitely am not going to live stream Saturday. If I feel and I feel good and I'm ready to go Sunday, it's possible I could do that live stream. But just for purposes of not having to keep telling you guys yes, no, definitely not on Saturday and maybe on Sunday. And then hopefully my eyes will cooperate with me next week and we can get back to the regular schedule. I hate missing content. I don't like it, but I'm just trying to make sure that I get to the playoffs, because come playoff time, it's gonna be like 8 videos a day. Okay, I mean, we got so much lined up for the playoffs, so I'm just trying to. I'm like the Panthers. I'm just towards the end of the season. I'm just gonna kind of mix and match and experiment with different things. So, all right, everybody, we get another big fat 2 points. It looked like everybody else was winning, but that's okay. We've got a nice lead. It's not too big. It's not too small. I think I should end the video with that.